Welcome back to the Factor Uncensored. A very horrible story here. A video game ending with deadly real-life consequences. A child near the Houston area taking his own life while chatting with fellow gamers online. Now, a teen from Michigan is facing charges accused of encouraging that fellow gamer to do it. In fact, that teen in Michigan has been charged and given probation. The victim's mom found him dead inside their home in Montgomery County, just north of Houston, earlier this year. An online chat log revealed he spoke with the Michigan teen about his thoughts on suicide. Instead of alerting someone or encouraging the victim to get help, the boy told him to go through with it, kill himself. Joining us now to talk about it, psychotherapist Dr. Nick Hardy. Dr. Hardy, when you hear this, first of all, it's just a heartbreaking story, but it's a reminder how parents have to keep an eye on their children because they can be influenced from individuals outside of their home, outside of their city, outside of their state.
Absolutely. You're 100% right. I mean, even just being engaged in the day-to-day activities of your kids is super important. It's so easy, especially at the end when you're tired, to just say, okay, get on the game, here's the iPad, but there's a whole world out there that they're being exposed to oftentimes when they are in the game and on the iPad.
And when you think about your child playing a game, there's almost an innocence with that. They're playing video games.
Yes.
We all played video games in different decades, you know, of our lives. So how do you, as a parent, make sure it's just a video game?
Yeah. Well, I think there's a few things. Number one, you still need to monitor the video games and who they're interacting with online. The second thing is moderation. You know, a lot of times video games can be an escape, and so being able to identify what it is that they may be trying to escape from in real life could be a sign that, hey, you know what, I need to have more conversations about what's going on with their in their life.
Now let's talk about the teenager who's accused of pushing the buttons and telling him to take his own life successfully. What kind of person does that?
Yeah.
Especially when we're talking about a young person.
Yeah. I think it's someone who's also hurting themselves. And, you know, they may be going through things and they may not have the tools. And in their mind, that may be, you know, what they believe is the best route, when in reality it's the complete opposite. It could be a number of different things, but whatever it is, it's super unfortunate, and we know for someone to encourage that, they also have to probably be in a place of hurt as well too.
Are we talking enough about suicide to young people while they're in school, or has it become a taboo issue?
I think it's still taboo, and a lot of people think that by talking about it, it encourages it, when it's actually the exact opposite. When you talk about suicide, when you address it head on, a lot of times it demystifies it, and it allows you to have that conversation in a way that's healthy and not unhealthy, like we saw with this event in Michigan.
And what would be the route you would tell parents to take, the path for them to take, if they want to have this conversation where their student or their child is not being victimized by someone, but they also won't commit suicide? Would you have that conversation? If you're feeling a certain way, come to me.
Yeah.
What would you tell that parent to tell that child? Yeah,
I would tell them one of the things that's most important is creating a safe environment for them to come to you. A lot of times we have this strong reaction, you know, if your child says, oh, I've been thinking about this, then, you know, we just overreact. And what that does is it tells the child, this isn't a safe place, this is a topic that I can't talk to my parents about. And so it's not so much about what I would encourage them to tell them. Really, I would encourage them to listen and be intentional about monitoring the environment and the space that they're creating.
And what if you're a parent and you're incapable of just having this conversation with your child? What should you do then?
Yeah, I think that's when you reach out to a professional. Because a lot of us aren't skilled in this area, and because we are so close to it, obviously this is our child, then it's hard to separate that emotional response. And so by saying, hey, let's, you know, invite someone who may be a little bit more skilled in this area, but then is also a third party and can be a little bit more objective, could also create that safe place for them.